Union, over. Okie dokie, thank you very much, and 73's all the best, bye-bye.
Whiskey 7, Hotel Uniform, this is Whiskey Bravo 2, Zulu Romeo Uniform.
Whiskey Bravo 2, Zulu Romeo United, good afternoon, Joe, how you doing?
Okay, good afternoon, thank you very much. I'm really after a signal report. I'm using a FPDX 1200, it just came back from the Yaesu repair shop, so you're my first contact from it coming back. And I just wanted to see, make sure I was getting out.
Okay, well, the propagation is not quite well now. You got a 5 and 8 to 5 and 9, 5 and 8 to 5 and 9. The audio is excellent, so you're sounding good. I don't know if you're running barefoot with no power, but you're sounding awesome. Over.
Okay, thank you. I don't even have it really hooked up to everything. I'm showing that I'm putting 50 output, but I probably don't even have it tuned up yet. And the name here is posted out as Joe, you know where my location is. And yes, I am running barefoot. I've been in the shop for like 2 months because of COVID. But I'm happy to get it back, happy to hear you. You're a good 5'9", definitely a 5'9" here in New Jersey. I'm using just a simple dipole on the radio. So that's it. Better than nothing is for somebody to hear me is a good report.
Okay, well, you're doing great. By the way, if you want to actually see your signal and listen your voice, you can go to YouTube right now and type my call sign, Whiskey 7 Hotel Uniform, and then you will be able to listen my live stream. You will be able to see your signal and also see my ugly face, Joe. Thank you so much, and 73's my pleasure, sir. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Can I get your name? Over?
Yes, my name is Alex, American London Echo X-ray, and my call sign, Whiskey 7 Hotel Uniform, and I'm located in Costa Bay, Florida, which is 21 miles south of Miami. Over.
Okay, fine here, Alex. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for the report. And I'll go with you up on the K0RWB page as soon as I get a chance. 73's best of the day to you. Thank you again.
Okie dokie, thank you so much. And 73's, and guys, I want you to congratulate Mr. Carlos Calzada, Kilo Japan 4, November Queen Alpha. He's actually having his 9th anniversary today. So happy anniversary, Carlos, and hope you and your wife have a great weekend right there in the northern part of the state. So enjoy your stay there in, I believe it's the oldest place in America. It's the oldest town in America. I forgot the name. Now, it's actually San Agustin, Florida. Yes, San Agustin, Florida. Thank you so much, and 73's my pleasure. Okay, I also wanted to say hello to Mr. Randy, Kilo 0, Romeo Whiskey Bravo. Randy, good afternoon. Are you over the air, sir?
Hey, good afternoon, Alex. Whiskey 7 Hotel Uniform, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, back to you. Good afternoon. Hope things are going well for you. I wanted to stop by and check out and see how you're doing today there, Roger.
I'm doing great, brother. Doing awesome. I can't complain. Life is good. Thanks God, we're great. And, well, I heard something good, man. I can't believe. So tell me when you're going to start that giveaway, man. I wanted to be there. Maybe I will be the lucky one. I need some connectors and cables. Over.
Hey, Roger. Well, we're going to kick it off here this afternoon. Thank you, Alex, for mentioning that. But if you will, we're going to start each week. We're going to start a gift card giveaway. Probably each Wednesday, we're going to draw an individual from the live stream or from contacts on the air for a gift card for a local amateur radio store here in the area. And we're going to do that for a while and see how it works out there, Roger.
Oh, that's weird. That's a gift card or it's a gift certificate?
Well, it's one and the same. They call it a card. They call it a certificate, but it has a certain amount of value to it. that can be used for anything in the store there, Roger.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Well, thank you very much, man. I'll be right there. So who knows? Anyway, nothing to lose. It's free to enter, so no money involved in there. That's great. So I will go there, and for sure, maybe I'm one of the lucky ones. Thank you so much, Randy. And, well, good luck with that, brother. And if you guys are watching here, you didn't know, Randy, K0 Romeo Whiskey Charlie, Romeo Whiskey Bravo, I'm sorry, has a very nice YouTube channel, and he got one of the newest radios from Yaesu. He got the number one now, the Yaesu FTDX10. So thank you, brother, and for sure I will be right there. So the only thing that I have to do is be registered to your channel and put my call sign into the chat. So I will do that for sure. Over.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, you do need to subscribe to the channel. As long as you've got your call sign, so we're able to identify the winner and contact. And on the live chat, you got to type in it to win it there, Roger.
Okay. Well, for sure I will do. Let me know when you're live. I gotta hold on. Let me open another browser here to see if you're live already. Maybe you're live. Yes, you are. So I'm gonna be right there right now.
Yeah, Roger. Well, it's going to be an open draw, and we're going to do that live as well next Wednesday. So we're going to see how it works out. We're looking forward to it. We've had such a great reception with the ham radio community. We wanted to find a way to kind of give back. We've really enjoyed it so much and met some wonderful people, including yourself, that we thought this would be a great way to pay it forward. So we're going to do this for a while and see how everybody likes it. Again, it does not cost anything to enter. It's just kind of a fun giveaway that we want to try to do and kind of pay it forward to the rest of the people in the amateur radio community. Roger.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, brother. You are in the lock, and I'm in it to win it. So 73s, and my pleasure, brother. Over.
Roger. I knew that was coming. That's good. This is also a 40-meter Friday, so if anybody wants to see us, we're gonna try 40 meters. So look for us down on 40. And Alex, have a great weekend. You and the family do well over the weekend. We'll talk with you probably the first of the week. We'll say 7-3 for now, and we'll let you get back at it there. Whiskey 7 Hotel Uniform, Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo, Randy, over.
73 is my friend. My pleasure. Kilowatt 0 Romeo Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey 7 Hotel United. Ciao.
Roger. K0RWB, QSY to 40 meters.
Thank you so much, brother. 73. This is Whiskey 7 Hotel Union. Any station anywhere. QRZ.
CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 meters, CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 meters, CQ, 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 CQ40, 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 CQ40 meters, CQ, CQ, CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 meters. This is Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ40 meters, CQ40 meters, CQ40 meters, CQ, CQ. Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Calling CQ, any station, anywhere. CQ, 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 CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 meters. CQ40, CQ40, CQ, CQ, CQ40 meters. Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo, calling CQ, CQ, CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 meters. Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo, calling CQ, CQ. CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 meters. CQ, 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 CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 meters. This is Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo, calling CQ, CQ, CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 meters. Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo, calling CQ, CQ. CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 meters. CQ40, 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 CQ40 meters. CQ, CQ, CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 meters. Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo, calling CQ, CQ, CQ40 meters, CQ40 meters. Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo, calling CQ, any station, anywhere. CQ, 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 CQ40, CQ40 meters, CQ40, CQ40 meters. Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo, calling CQ, CQ, CQ40, CQ40 meters, CQ40, CQ40, CQ, 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 CQ40, CQ40 meters. Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo, calling CQ, CQ. CQ40 meters, CQ40, CQ40 meters, CQ, 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 Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo, calling CQ, CQ, CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 meters, CQ40, CQ, CQ, Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo, calling CQ, any station, anywhere.
Radio Whiskey Bravo, this is Alpha Bravo 4, Charlie Juliet down in Alabama. I really didn't intend to have a QSO, but you're coming in so loud on this new antenna, I just have to ask, where are you at?
Okay, well, thanks for coming back to the CQ. The name here is Randy, and we are 25 miles east of downtown Kansas City, Missouri. Go ahead.
All right, thank you, sir. I spent most of the morning out there stringing up an inset antenna, getting it up as high and as long as I can, and I'm about to give out. But anyway, name on this end is Cyrus, C-Y-R-U-S, like Billy Ray, but I don't have no crazy daughter, and running barefoot with an old Kenwood 430, and I'm just seeing it's amazing. This Kenwood is not real generous with the needle, but you're up there in the red on me.
Well, I appreciate that, Cyrus. Well, nothing really too special here to speak of. It's 40 Meter Friday, so we come down here on 40 meters to try to do a little work, a little bit different. We're usually up on 20 meters, during the week this time, but we always like to come down on 40 meters. You generally get a fewer stations a little bit closer by, so to speak. You hate to pass them all by, so we're out here today in the working conditions. Nothing real special, like I said. We do have one of the new FTDX10s by Yaesu, 40-meter dipole off the side of the tower, about 38 foot, and running a little EQ in the rig, of course, a Heil PR 781, and the amplifier is an ACOM 1000, doing about 750 on peaks there. Go ahead.
Okay, now I understand. You got some good equipment there. I
it was, and let it go for a long time. And then here in the last couple of months, I've took it out of the box and started trying to get back on HF again, and it's like starting all over again. But anyway, I'm impressed. You've got a really good setup there. Hopefully one of these days I can start collecting a little bit of equipment myself. But anyway, thanks for the QSO. I am about pooped here. I got to go grab me a drink of ice water. But 7-3s, take care and be safe. And K0RWB, this is AB4CJ.
Okay, Cyrus. Well, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Like I said, we try to be out here about 2 o'clock Central during the week. We're doing a live stream right now on YouTube. So the QSO is going across YouTube, and it'll be recorded as well. So if you're interested or curious to see what the audio is like on your end, you can go to YouTube and just put in my call in the search bar. You'll see today's playback, so to speak, and get it. You could certainly give a listen. We've been doing this now for quite a while, and having a real good fun with it. A lot of good comments and feedbacks as well there. So we do appreciate it, my friend. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great weekend coming up. Get you some cold ice water. It'll come in handy. I need to get some myself. We'll say 7-3s for now. Alpha Bravo 4, Charlie Juliet, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, Randy, Kansas City. 7-3s, my friend.
7-3.
Okay, well, clear. This is Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, Randy, Kansas City. Calling CQ, QRZ, any station, anywhere.
Whiskey Foxtrot 0 Mike.
Whiskey Foxtrot 0 Mike. Fine business. Good afternoon. The name here is Randy, just outside Kansas City. And welcome to YouTube Live there. Go ahead.
All right, well, thanks. Can I get your call sign again? I got it as Kilo 0, and I missed the suffix. Can you come back with it?
You betcha. It's Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo.
Copy that. Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. This is Whiskey Foxtrot 0 Mike. The name here is Mike, Mexico India Kilo Echo, and I'm located here in Colorado, just between Denver and Boulder. QSL?
Hey, Roger. Well, that put you up by Broomfield, wasn't it?
I'm actually in Broomfield. Most people don't know Broomfield, so I use Denver and Boulder instead. But yeah, I'm actually in Broomfield.
Hey, Roger. Well, we have family in Fort Collins. I spent 4 years in Aurora and 9 years in the Springs, and still have a house there, Roger.
Well, very nice. Hey, you've got a pretty nice signal coming in. I got you about 5-3 here in Broomfield. 53. How am I sounding? Over.
Okay. You're at 5 and 5. It's 40-meter Friday, so we come down 40 meters here on Fridays. Not the best setup. It's a 40-meter dipole off the side of the tower, but the house is in front of it to the west, so it's going to have to jump up, get over top of the house, and get up the atmosphere to hit your location. But nice to see that we're hitting Colorado today there, Roger.
Yeah, he's coming in nice, and I've got a end-fed wire up about 10 feet in the air and running 450 watts, so but Kansas isn't too far to reach from Colorado. Over.
Yeah, you're right there. Like I said, that's what I like about coming down here on 40 meters. We usually run 20 during the week, and we get East Coast, West Coast, and you don't hit some of the narrower, closer states, so to speak. Generally 40 meters. We're getting Minnesota, Wisconsin. We just finished with Alabama, Texas, and then we can get into Colorado from time to time as well. So that's what we like doing. And we're doing, I don't know if you heard or whatever, we're doing a live stream on YouTube. We do this daily during the week. And so that's another reason why we come down here on 40 meters to try to recruit people, so to speak, or just kind of pass the word around, get in with the ham radio community. And so we do a live stream on YouTube, and it gives people an opportunity to listen to it, to see it and listen to it later on their audio quality and see how they sound on the air there. Go ahead.
I'd love to give that a try. What do I search for on YouTube to find this recording? Over.
Roger. All you need to do, Mike, is just go to YouTube, of course, go in the search bar, and just type in my call, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, and just look for to today's date or the most current video. I always have mine dated. And we started at about 18 minutes in. You could fast forward to that point. But that way, again, a lot of people are very curious about what it sounds like on the other end. We don't get that opportunity very often. And so we started doing this about 6-8 weeks ago. There's other stations around the country that are doing it as well. And just enjoy doing it. Again, I started out that same way, listening to people that were doing the live stream and got a chance to listen to the playbacks and thought it sounded really bad and was able to make a few adjustments here and there. And so that was a benefit for me on that side, but it also helps the fellowship as well. The only downside is you go to the live stream, you got to see my ugly face there, Roger.
Yeah, copy that. There was a little QSB in there, but I caught the having to see your ugly face. That's pretty funny. Yeah, we're expecting a couple feet of snow here this weekend, so everybody's hunkering down. Hey, Randy, I really enjoyed talking with you today. I'm going to check out your YouTube channel and see what I sound like there, and enjoyed the QSO. Hope you have a great day. Kilo 0, Romeo Whiskey Bravo. This is Whiskey Foxtrot, 0 Mike, 73.
Yeah, you bet, Mike. Hey, also, if you do go to listen to it, we're running a gift card giveaway. And next Wednesday, we're going to have a drawing. If you're interested in being in part of that drawing, the only downside, you got to subscribe and you got to go to the live chat and type in it to win it with your call sign. So if you happen to be the winner, I know how to contact you on QRZ. But we started doing this once a week, and we do the drawings on Wednesday. So if you're interested, you can certainly do that as well, and hopefully have some fun with it there, Roger.
Roger. Thanks, Randy. Appreciate it, and have a great day. K0RWB, this is WF0M.
Okay, Mike, 73. Thanks for giving us a call there, and nice to work you. Nice to hear Colorado, or better yet, Broomfield. No problem. Enjoy the rest of your day, my friend. Have a great week, and we're out here during the week, 2 o'clock Central. You hear us to come on back in and give us a shout. We'll pick it up where we left on. Enjoy the rest of your day. Whiskey Fox 0, Mike, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. 7-3s, my friend. Okay, we'll go ahead and clear. This is Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Randy in Kansas City, calling any station anywhere, QRZ. CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 meters, CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 meters. Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Calling CQ any station anywhere. CQ40 meters, CQ40 meters, CQ40 meters. This is Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, calling CQ, any station, anywhere.
Whiskey 8, Delta Romeo Papa.
Whiskey 8, Delta Romeo Papa. Good afternoon. The name here is Randy. We are 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Name on this end is Don, Delta Oscar November. I'm in southern Ohio, close to Cincinnati, and I have you at a good 5'9".
Okay, Don, fine business on north of Cincinnati. Okay, got you pulled up here on the log. And a nice little trip this afternoon on 40 meters. That's one thing I like about 40. You get a little closer. Yeah, you're about 5'7", 5'8" on my receive. Not a lot to speak out antenna-wise, just a 40-meter dipole off the side of the tower, but it's working for us this afternoon there. Roger?
Yes, I'm coming to you through a vertical in the backyard. It's the only thing I can get away with in my HOA, but it does a pretty good job for me.
Hey, Roger, yeah, I would say so, and the radio is working for you well. Nice audio, by the way. No problems copying all. A little noise on the band, but I guess that's to be expected, of course. And we work with the conditions that we get, and we try to make contacts when we can. Yeah, this is, we call this 40-meter Friday. On Fridays, we try to come down here on 40 meters. We run a live stream on YouTube during the week, basically on 20 meters. But on Fridays, we like to mix it up a little bit and try to make some contacts on 40 meters there. Roger?
Copy that. 40 is a lot of what I do. 40 and 20, that's what my antenna works best on. So that's pretty much where I stay. Back to you.
Yeah, you know, and you can just about make the same amount of contacts on 20 as you can 40 and vice versa. Like I said, the only difference for me, you know, being a little bit more west than you, of course, central U.S., you got to point left or right. And so you end up skipping over a lot of other states that you try to contact with. And of course, 40 meters is a little bit shorter this time of day. At least it is for me. So it's Ohio, it's Indiana, it's Michigan, it's Wisconsin, some Iowa, South Dakota, and so forth. We've already made your contact in Ohio. We've been in Alabama and even Colorado. So a lot different than it would be on 20 meters. Some of those states just kind of get shot over just the way the propagation is. But we like to reach any and all there and have fun doing it as well there. Roger?
Yes, roger that. I typically hit Florida really well, Michigan, Wisconsin really well, but I skip over a lot of Indiana and a lot of Kentucky and Tennessee, unless I'm using a different antenna that has a little more NVIS propagation. Back to you.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. You know, but for some reason, there's about a half a dozen or so operators within 12 miles of me. And boy, it's just ground wave, even on 20. And we're just talking like, you know, you're sitting next door. And I can't explain it, but I can't talk to St. Louis. I'm on the other side. I'm in Kansas City. And I can't talk to St. Louis unless it's maybe 40, a little bit better on 80 meters. So you just don't know. I tell people all the time, Don, that it's a free phone call, but you don't necessarily know who's on the other end. Roger?
Yes, copy that. That's exactly right. I was just a few minutes ago having a birthday party with 3 of my grandchildren, and they just left the house. Well, they are 8, 7, and 6, I believe, if I got that right. And their family's doing some camping these days. They got a little trailer they pull. And so I got them a family gift of a 4-pack of GMRS radios and got them all set up and talking to each other this afternoon.
Oh, I bet they'll have an absolute ball. And, you know, and that's exactly how it starts in amateur radio. Exactly. That's terrific. That is really, really good. You know, I had something fairly close to that yesterday, a station out in Massachusetts, and had started, you know, with the old CB craze back in the 70s. I was kind of that generation as well and what have you. And I guess him and some guys that always go on these different deer hunts, and they took the little radios with them, of course, for once they got set up and so forth, and it just kind of gravitated. And I was his first contact. I'll have to tell you, I was so pleased. I was his first contact. He had just purchased a 991 Alpha from Yaesu and an end-fed wire, and I was his first contact. And boy, you know, it really kind of warms your heart, and that's a great thing about the sport there, Roger.
Absolutely. That's exactly the background goal that I have in giving them those radios, so they can take little hikes in the woods together and chat with each other and ride their bicycles around the campground and still be in touch with Mom and Dad. And I'm hoping that will lead to more intense interest in radio technology.
Yeah, you would certainly hope so. And if nothing else, it's good to be able to know how to speak on the air, what information needs to be done, and to be able to have contact, especially in the world we're in today, of course, and then see if that level doesn't graduate into, say, 2 meters. You know, very simple to get a technician's license, so forth, and to see if that kind of gravitates into something else. That's kind of a neat thing. Kind of the progression as you go along. I think a lot of people have followed that same path, and yeah, I mean, you should be patting yourself on the back. That's a great thing to do there, Roger.
Well, thank you. I'm hoping it's successful. I have a 19-year-old grandson who wants a CB radio in his Jeep, and I've been telling him 2 meters, 2 meters. I've got a radio for you. I'll put it in your Jeep, no problem. I'll help you with the test. But he wants to be able to talk to his buddies on the way to school and sitting in the parking lot, and he's less interested in the technology than he is who he gets to talk to with it. Back to you.
Yeah, that's the neat thing, you know, and that's it's getting to be a tough market, Don, because kids today can have those cell phones and have that instant access with the text message and so forth. And I try to tell the folks I come in contact with, I guarantee if there's an issue with weather or power outages, those cell towers go down first, and then you've got nothing. So even with my 2 kids, they all have a 2-meter rig in the vehicles just in case. We live out in the country, and there are several repeaters around in the area that are open, so communication can be made. And you know, to try to instill kids today that there's something else just besides what's on that screen on the phone, you know, that's part of the battle. If you can get them to look up instead of looking down that screen all day, and you put this shiny little radio in front of them, hopefully that makes them turn around as well. Roger?
Absolutely. It was funny today. The oldest grandchild, a granddaughter, she was saying, so copy that. That means I understand, right? And I said, yes, it means you heard and you understood. That's good. That's a clear communication. You got to figure out how to say things clearly and in few words. And she was beginning to understand that, and that was really a treat for me to see her eyes light up. Back to you.
Hey, Roger. Whiskey 8, Delta Romeo Papa, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Yeah, it certainly does. And of course, as you graduate in the hobby, you know, with the technology changes, the equipment can get a little bit more expensive as well. The good or the downside of it, but you know, there's it's like cars. There's lots of good used equipment around that can help soften the blow on what stuff does cost and so forth. And the reason I mention that, Don, we're actually doing a live stream on YouTube right now. So our QSO is going across YouTube. It's also being recorded. If you're interested later on watching and listening to playback and see my ugly face, of course, you could certainly go to YouTube and put in my call sign. But the other reason I mention it as well, especially since you've got the kids interested, is each week we do a gift card giveaway. And on Wednesdays, we do a drawing for a gift card. We have an amateur radio store here in the metro area that has provided the gift cards, and the information is in the envelope. Would certainly soften the blow if you're looking at doing some upgrades for yourself, maybe for the kids, whether it would be coax, connectors, anything that's in the store. The only stipulation is you'd need to subscribe to my channel, and in the live chat, you'd have to type in it to win it there, Roger.
In it to win it. Copy that. That's a great idea. Thank you.
Well, again, the amateur radio community has been really kind to me. When I first started, I had some really good advice, had a really good Elmer, and met some of the greatest people on the air you'd ever meet in your life. I'm sure you've had the same instance as well. There are a few that maybe are having a bad day or something, but that's really few and far between. And we always like to do the support local. You know, you've got the big box stores and so forth, but we like to support local. The local store here has everything else that a big box store has, but you get a more personal touch. And so that's we want to try to promote that. We also want to try to promote the hobby as well. And again, you know, every little bit helps. We don't know the exact value per se that's on the gift card, but any questions, the number for the store is in the envelope. So if they had any questions, they can do that. But it does kind of help, kind of give some notoriety to the channel. It also helps promote local as well. We always need things, whether it be coax connectors, microphones, or whatever it is. So maybe that might help and soften the blow. So we decided to do this. We're going to see how it takes off here the next few weeks. But anyway, each Wednesday we're going to do that. And as long as a person is subscribed to the channel, in it to win it, and with their call sign, so we can find them in QRZ for the address. We'll mail it out to them, and then we hope to have a good time with it down there. Roger?
Roger that. Thank you so much for explaining that to me and for doing it in general. I'm a big proponent of buy local and for supporting local shops over big box stores wherever possible. So I appreciate what you're doing. Excellent idea. W8DRP.
Yeah, it's just kind of paying it forward, so to speak. I've bought a lot of equipment from them. The owner, his name is Dan, a wonderful guy, very knowledgeable, very, very knowledgeable. And he stopped me from making some mistakes, I'll say that. Instead of just trying to sell you something, he wants to make sure it's the right thing at the right time. So that's all we're trying to do is pay it forward. Terrific guy, a mom and pop shop, and you don't see those too often. 2 weeks ago today, I went over there to look for a new microphone for the new rig that I have, and took my rig, my headphones, and he put 4 microphones on the desk there in front of me and said, try each one of them. You can't do that if you're ordering from HRO, Gigaparts, or SNL, RNL. I'm not trying to belittle them. That's not it. But boy, I tell you what, made a big difference for me, Roger.
Absolutely, that's true. Now I have the benefit of being about 15 minutes from RNL, so I can go over there and do a little bit of that. Although these days you can't get in the store, so that would be kind of squashed due to the COVID situation. But in fact, I consider RNL to be a local mom and pop that I like to support. But they do some on the web, but they're mostly walk in and make an in-person purchase and get some advice while you're there. Back to you, sir.
Yeah, it sure does. It really does help. Of course, we're following the protocols, and the stores are also doing that. But he does have a little section off to the side that's not really in the full view of public. If you wanted to, test the microphones or so forth. And I'm fortunate. I think I hit them at the right part of the day where they're not terribly busy. But they do a tremendous amount of online business as well. A wonderful website, a huge selection of used equipment, and everything gets tested on the bench before it gets put out. But anyway, I'm not trying. This isn't an infomercial at all. It's just when something goes well, you let people know. When something goes bad, you let people know. Just in this case, it's something that went really well. But anyhow, listen, I won't keep you, Don. But hey, thanks for checking in. And like I said, give a look, give a listen if you're interested with the QSO. And if you want to be, have your call sign in on the drawing, of course, then you can certainly do that. And we'll look forward to working you again. I don't see a contact on my log, so I do appreciate the first one. And nice to see that we're getting into to the Ohio area this afternoon. You've got a good signal. There's noise on the band, but I expect that. But I've got no problems copying you. Appreciate your time. Hope you have a great what's left of the Friday and a wonderful weekend there, Roger.
Roger that. I appreciate your time as well, and I will let you get on to other contacts. This is W8DRP. I'll be clear.
Okay, Don, thank you again, and you take care, and hopefully we'll catch it on a log in a little shorter period. Again, we try to be out here daily, 2 o'clock Central, generally on 20 meters until Fridays, and we try to come down here. 7-3s, enjoy yourself. Whiskey 8. Delta Romeo Papa, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, Randy in Kansas City. We'll be clear, my friend. 7-3s.
7-3s.
Okay, we'll clear with Don. Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, Randy in Kansas City. We'll call in QRZ, any station, anywhere.
November 0, Alpha Yankee.
The Alpha Yankee again, please.
Whiskey India 9, Japan, America, Yokohama, Randy, Jay in Wisconsin, over.
Hey, Jay, how are you doing today? Nice to work you again. How are things in your part of the world?
No, not too bad. Just trying on a different microphone here, seeing if it sounds okay. Just playing around here for a couple hours, and then got to go up and eat some supper and get ready to go to work tonight there, Randy. But you're sounding fantastic. 5-9 here into Wisconsin. Back to you. K0RWB, WI9JY.
Okay, well, fine business. Boy, I don't know. I can understand the the evening night shift. But boy, I hate to do that on a Friday. Boy, I don't know what my motivation would be, but good for you, Jay. I'd have a hard time with it for sure. But yeah. So okay, so I'll bite here. So what are we doing? What are we doing with the microphone this time?
We're running a Shure PG58 into a 802 mixer back into the FT2000 with a little bit of EQ going on there. So that's the only thing we changed up. I don't know if it sounds any better, any worse. Maybe you don't recall what I sounded like before, but I don't know if it's how does it sound, I guess is what I'm asking there, Randy. Over.
Well, I tell you, listening to you and watching the scope on the waterfall, it's kind of flat across the board. It has a lot of lows and mids, but I don't hear any highs. I'm not saying it's dull. It's more monotone, lack of a better word. I don't know what the technical term is. It wouldn't hurt to have a little bit more fidelity, Jay, for me, is maybe to bump up a little bit more of the highs. The mids and the lows are right there, but I didn't hear any highs. I don't know if that's what you're trying to get to, or if you're using it for some other process for the radio. But to me, for a rag chew, we're talking like we are. I'd like to hear a little bit more highs to it there, Roger.
Okay. Yeah, we changed a couple settings here. I don't know if that's any better or any worse, but we did adjust a couple settings in our EQ and on the mixer a little bit. So I don't know if that brightened it up a little bit, or maybe it sounds about the same. But yeah, you sound great here. Like I said, I didn't know the band was open as well as what it is, and I was just kind of tuning around, and there you were. You're probably the strongest signal I heard here in the last hour. Randy, over.
Yeah, I'm probably the only one. Now, this is on the FTDX 1200, correct, that you're working off of?
No, the 2000. I was just, like I said, just trying out a microphone here, seeing if it sounded okay.
Okay. Maybe a little more compression, and maybe dial up a little bit more highs. I can notice a difference. It's getting there, but it's still kind of bassy.
Okay, I had a little compression in there. I don't know, does that add a little fidelity in there? I'm not sure. Maybe that's too much. Maybe it's a little over the top.
It is not. It is definitely on its way. Yeah, that's starting to sound a little better. I'm starting to hear just a little bit more of the high end there, and the lows are still sitting where they were. So, yeah, I think you're on the right track.
Okay, I got a little more in there. I don't know if that's a little better. I don't know. I guess I just putzing around. I don't know why I keep changing things, but we just like to see what we can do to make things a little better, or maybe we should just leave things alone. But we like to play. You know how that is, Randy. K0RWB from WI9JAY.
Yeah, no problem, Jake. Yeah, I'm the same way. Until the other day, I will say this. Of course, we're on the PR 781 here with FTDX 10, and these are settings from a friend of mine in Knoxville, Tennessee. He has a brand new 101 Yaesu, and I use his settings to exactly, except I made one small change on the mids, and that was it. And he said lock it down. So it's saved on the SD card, so there's never going to be an issue per se. And I'm not touching this one. I've got the 7300 with an ICM Heil downstairs. That's my alternate location, and that I can play around with. But I've got this dialed in. I'm not touching a thing, and because I've listened to it on the playback, and this is what I think I sound like. That sounds more like me. And I don't even run any mic EQ. This is what mic EQ off. And to me, it sounds the best. So we locked it down, nailed it shut, and we're not touching it again there, Roger.
Okay, very good. Well, yeah, sounds fantastic. Like I said, just like to play around a little bit. If you could stick around for a minute, I want to switch up mics here and just try something different here and see if it sounds okay.
Yeah, I'd be happy to, Jay. Anything. That's kind of what we're here for there, Roger.
Okay, give me a couple of minutes here, and I'll switch over to a different mic and see what that sounds like, see if it brightens it up a little bit.
Okay, so while you're doing that, you can probably still hear me. So, of course, like you know from before, we are live streaming. It's 40 Meter Friday, but we've added one wrinkle starting today. Each Wednesday now, we're going to start doing a gift card giveaway, and which I've got posts coming up on the live stream right now. But to qualify, you have to be a subscriber of my channel, and you have to go into the live chat, and you have to type in it to win it with your call sign. So if you happen to be the winner, I know where to look up in QRZ and where to send it to, but we're going to give this a go for a little bit. It's kind of a little bit of help promote local. We do have a local amateur radio store in the metro area. He does have a wonderful website as well. On the live stream, you can see his information at the top left, which is Associated Radio, and we're just trying to pay it forward, and we'll see how it takes off. I'm enjoying it. And I know the proprietor, his name is Dan, was looking for it as well, and hopefully the people out there in amateur radio and YouTube will enjoy it as well. So hopefully you've got your mic change over, and we'll see how well you sound this way. Whiskey India 9, Juliet Alpha Yankee, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo.
Okay, very good. Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey India 9, Juliet Alpha Yankee. I don't know if that brightened things up a little bit there, if it sounds a little different. It should. I'm on an Audio Technica AT2020 there, Randy, so I know you can probably hear a little bit of the fan noise from the heater down here, but I guess you can let me know how it sounds on the next over, WI9JY.
Yeah, well, you're 5.9 plus 5, so the signal's coming up. That's a good thing. Honestly, I don't hear a lot of difference between the two. You've certainly got the bass, the lows covered. If anything on that mic, I might dial back some of the lows a little bit to kind of equal the highs. Again, I'm watching the oscilloscope on the screen here, and watching the peaks and valleys on your transmit audio, and it's fairly flat across the board there. So a little bit of tweaking here and there might help it, but this one seems to have the Audio Technica, and I have one as well. It seems to have a little bit more bass to it there, Roger.
Okay, yeah, I just had a little more processing. I don't know if that sounds a little bit better, but yeah, I don't know. I used to have this hooked up to the rack here, so it seems to work very well. I like the microphone, but of course you got to have phantom power on it there. Go ahead.
Yep, what the change you made a big difference, big difference. Now it's a little more full featured, a little bit more full fidelity. I don't know if you dialed back the lows or enhanced the highs, but yes, much better.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I just added a little bit of processing. Just turned it on to a 1. I didn't go too far into it. Kind of monitoring in my headphones. Like I said, probably hear a little bit of background noise, but that's my fan running. So there you go. But yeah, we just like to play around a little bit and see what we can do here. So there you go. But I do love this microphone as well, and like I said, I just, big kids and their toys, that's what we do, so hopefully that helped out a lot there, Randy, but you sound fantastic. I just love the way you sound on that DX10 there. Man, what a beautiful radio. Again, I hope someday to add one of those to my collection, so there you go, K0RWB, WI9JY.
Yeah, fine business, Jay. Well, we've really enjoyed it. The EQs on any of these Yaesu, this newest generation, they're not easy to set up. Those three parasitics are, I mean, you can get yourself twisted around, pretty bad if you're not careful. So, I came from an FT950 and had the three parasitics, and of course those settings are totally different than this. But like I said, I had a little bit of help, had a lot of help. And the Audio Technica did not like this rig at all, and so that's why we decided to make the change a little bit. So we took the rig and the headphones over to the amateur store here in the area, and we tried out 4 different microphones on the bench with the headphones on and with the dummy loads, and we thought this was the best. I will say that the microphone and the radio started getting to know each other, right? There's still a little honeymoon period, but it's getting better every day. And the more that I run the radio, the more I have a chance to to do some inner workings, the more I'm liking it. Again, I think it's a home run. It's probably not a great radio price point. I would anticipate it going down, of course, but we do like the Yaesu product, and we like the 7300. That's downstairs as well, and not a big deal. But yeah, this is really nice. It's nice to have the external monitor feature, so you can put that up on a bigger display if you want, or I can actually display it here on the channel as well. So yeah, I think I'm just going to keep it for a while. Or what do you think there, Roger?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I would hang on to it. That's for sure. So, I was going to ask you. I see you on your streaming channel there that you got like a I don't know, like an SDR play. Is that something that was provided by Yaesu, or is that something you had on your own there, Randy? Over.
Now the display you see with the S meter and AC, that is the actual display from the FTDX10. And then with the external monitor, I'm trying to think what it is on the back. It's not a 232. Oh, it's a DVI. It's a DVI, and then I take a DVI cable to that has HDMI on the other end, and then I have a video capture card which has the HDMI on one end and USB on the other, and that goes into the back of the computer. So what you're seeing on the display is exactly what's on my radio.
Okay, very good. Well, just to add a little more bass in there. I don't know. Hopefully I didn't wreck it too bad, but yeah, it looks very nice. I was just checking that out here this morning a little bit, or I should say when I got down here. I wasn't up this morning, so. But yeah, for me, it's back to work tonight. Like I said, I've been working 6 days a week, and it's getting old. And I'm not a lazy person, but it sure takes away from the fun of doing this hobby and some other things I'd like to be doing. And I just don't seem to have any time to do anything. And once you get behind on stuff, it's hard to get caught up there, Randy. And got a whole bunch of projects I'd like to get done here, but it seems like every time I want to plan something or even think about planning something, something else intervenes and changes the whole equation. So hopefully I can get some time here to get that that hex beam up this spring, and I got a bunch of other things going on as well. So the list just keeps getting bigger, but the time gets shorter, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, Randy. Back to you, K0RWB WI9JY.
Well, you know, I certainly understand that, but the nice thing is you're taking a little bit of time this afternoon to play radio, and you're talking with me, so I appreciate you taking that time. I know how valuable it is. We're supposed to get another hour daylight over the weekend, so, I mean, that helps a little bit. We've got everything in the shack squared away. We're going to do a little antenna work as it get a little bit better weather. We're expecting rain for the next 4 or 5 days, so that'll be out. And it's gotten colder. We went from sub-zero to July up until Wednesday, and then it started to cool off a little yesterday, and today it's raining off and on, and we expect that. So anyway, that's your weather report for the KC Metro, but we're hoping that it'll get warmer here, a little bit more settled in the weeks to come, and we're going to do some adjustments with this particular antenna, the 40-meter dipole. We're going to try to move it up a little bit and actually drop the legs in a more conventional configuration, and we're going to take and move the hex beam about another 10 feet higher in the air, just temporarily. We're going to see how it works. It's easy enough to bring back down if we need to, but we're going to try to give that a go as well. So everything we've got is going to be on the outside, but we're very happy with what's going on the inside. We did have to operate from the alternate location yesterday, so we didn't have that same display, but we were using the 7300. We can tap into the hex beam, but we didn't have any way to rotate it, so we set it about 90 degrees for the eastern seaboard, and we were able to cover pretty much top to bottom. But today we're back on the main setup, but we wanted to run 40 meters. Otherwise, you and I would probably not be able to talk on 20. Maybe. But this way we're able to, and we're certainly glad you did. WA9JY, K0RWB, back to you.
Okay, very good. K0RWB WA9JY, very good, Randy. Well, you sound excellent and no problem at all. And like I said, the weather WX here today is 37 degrees and about 17% humidity. Looks like about 59 degrees tomorrow on my day off, but I'll be sleeping probably till 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So most of my day will be shot by the time I get up and get going. It'll almost be time for supper, or late lunch. But anyway, good to hear you in there, Randy. I'll let you make a few more calls. I just wanted to do a little mic playing around here, and we got to go upstairs here in about 5-10 minutes and start looking to see what I'm going to have take for lunch tonight, and eat some supper, and take a little.
Yeah, stand by.
Go to work tonight. So, Randy, good hearing you in there. Again, thank you for taking the time to talk to me. I really appreciate it, and hope you have a wonderful weekend. And I don't know if you're going to be on here tomorrow or not, but if you are, I'll try and look for you and see if we can't catch you again, and we'll probably have something else rigged up here in the shack. 700 microphones and cords laying everywhere, Randy, but that's the way it is. K0RWB, WA9JY.
Yeah, no, it's always a pleasure, Jay. Always a pleasure. Like I said, I'm getting to the point now I recognize that call. So you probably did that on purpose. Yeah, no, enjoy your time before you got to go into work. And I don't know at this point. I don't know if we're going to be out on the air. I'd like to try to get in a little bit of time. Generally, when the YL has a few extra honeydews and so forth that we've got to take care of, but we can't say for 100% certain that we are or aren't. If we are, it's by happenstance. So, but anyway, no. Anytime you want to do this microphones and so forth, then I'm around. I'm more than happy to try to listen and give you my comments, give you my 2 cents, whatever it's worth. But again, just listen to the playback, and you can see for yourself. And like I said, don't forget, if you're interested in the gift card giveaway, just make sure. I think you've already subscribed, but if haven't, you know that. And then the live chat there, put in your call, and then you've got to type in it to win it, and you get a chance by next Wednesday to maybe offset some cost on any future purchases there, Roger.
Okay, very good. I will keep that in mind, and I don't think I subscribed to you yet. I had some internet issues here, so now I got everything straightened out, so maybe tomorrow I'm going to do that, take the time and set up a subscription to your streaming site there. It's very cool, and I enjoy watching the videos. I bring my phone to work with me, and when I'm on break, I kind of check out some of the contacts you make and that, so very cool. Very cool. Hoping someday I can follow in your footsteps there, Randy, and have a streaming site and make some YouTube videos, and hopefully some people can get some pleasure off of watching me talk to other people, but we'll see what happens in the future. But Randy, have a great afternoon. Thanks again for picking me up, and thanks for the audio reports. I definitely appreciate it. K0RWB, WI9JY. And take care.
Okay, Jay, no problem. Yeah, be safe tonight at work. Have a good weekend as it comes up, and I'm sure we'll talk again real soon. Every time that we have a queue, I'm putting in the log, so we're getting a pretty good register here. So no worries, my friend. I always glad I can try to help if I can, whatever it's worth. I'll give you a couple of ears and tell you what sounds good to me and so forth. But always have fun. And like I said, I'm getting to the point now I know the call. Take care, my friend. We'll work again real soon, Jay. Take care. Whiskey India 9, Juliet Alpha Yankee, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Randy in Kansas City. We're clear, 7-3s.
7-3s, Randy. Take care. K0RWB, Whiskey India 9, Juliet Alpha Yankee, clear.
Roger, 7-3s. This is Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, Randy in Kansas City. Looking for any station anywhere, QRZ.
Kilowatt Radio Whiskey Bravo station. This is KG5 Oscar Zulu.
Was it Kilo Golf 5?
Yeah, Kilo George, Kilo Golf 5, Kissing Girl 5, Oscar to Zanzibar.
Okay, I'm getting closer. As soon as you said the suffix, I had a static crash. I got Kilo Golf 5 Oscar? Question mark.
Yes, Kilo Golf 5 Oscar Zanzibar, Zulu, Oscar Zulu. I'm in Texas.
Okay, got it that time. My apologies, but static crash didn't tell me it was coming. But we got you that time. Kilo Golf 5 Oscar Zulu, Arthur, down in Texas. Well, good afternoon. Hey, thanks for giving us a call there. Again, the name here is Randy. We're 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City, Missouri.
This is 40 Meter Fridays. We come down here on 40 Meters on Friday. We're also live on YouTube right now. Roger?
Roger, Dodger. Let me have your call again. I'm reading you through the noise, but I've got a good copy on you when I can hear you.
Roger. It is K0RWB, Radio Whiskey Bravo, red, white, and blue.
K0RWB, red, white, and blue. Got it. Very nice, Randy. Handle here is Doug, dirty, old, ugly guy. And we have a motto here for those who wish to hear the very best. Over.
Yeah, right. You know what? I can certainly understand that, and I've already got you pulled up on QRZ, sitting on the train. It doesn't look like you're having a very good time. I really feel sorry for you. That must have been a posed picture. You're either smiling or you're grunting, one of the two. I got a feeling I know which one it is. But, hey, that's a terrific picture. Hey, good for you. Lots of fun. And, again, this is another reason why I like to come down here on 40 meters, because it's not likely you and I would be talking on 20, just the way the signals are. And I really do like making contacts that aren't quite as far as some others. So we try to come down here on 40, at least on Fridays, and make a few contacts. We've been pretty successful so far, and just having a great time with it there. Go back to you.
Roger, Randy, KG5OZ with K0RWB. Yeah, I built that. I have a machine shop down here as a hobby. I'm not a machinist, but I have backgrounds in engineering and music and stuff, and I built that thing about 22 years ago, and it's a real steam engine. It's a 1/8 scale to the real thing, and I've got several things. We have a small railroading property down here at the ranch, and it's about 1,500 foot long, nice big loop. And so this is the official radio station of the Texas Grand Trunk and Western Railroad, believe it or not.
Hey, Roger, I just saw that, and I clicked on it to enlarge it. So anybody else who's out watching us right now on YouTube can see that as well. That's a really neat logo you've got there. Congratulations. Some people say you're paying it forward. Some people say you've got too much time on your hands. But I think I think you're paying it forward there, Roger.
I didn't get the last of it. Our motto is you never are too old to have a happy childhood.
That's very true. It's extremely right. I think you're as age is a number, and you're as old as you feel. And I don't feel that number at all. And there's always a kid inside of us, no doubt. Otherwise, we wouldn't be playing radio. Roger?
Roger. There's QSB has just come up. I don't know what it is in the atmosphere. How's it you're in?
Well, I've got noise about 5 and 3, 5 and 4, but you're 5 and 7, 5 and 9. I've got no problem hearing you at all, Doug.
Yeah, I've got the noise level at 7. I'm rating you at 7 to 8, and I'm pushing about 500 watts. I've got a dipole up. This is a poor boy radio station.
Yeah, I'm the same way. We're not set up really well on 40. We just have a 40-meter dipole off the side of the tower, about 38 foot, and in an unconventional leg configuration, but it seems to work. We've gone from Colorado to Alabama to Wisconsin, and a few in between down Texas. But again, we're at the beck and call of the atmosphere. Roger.
Roger, Dodger. The way this is going right now, it's sounding pretty good for what we got. The band's been up and down. I've been listening to it for a couple of 3 days, and I go down. I can go to 20 meters, 15 or 80, and we listen to guys. I don't talk too much on 80, but I've got plenty of land down here to put an antenna. But I just put some number 10 wire up. I like the thicker wire antennas, and I zero them down and just operate them, and it seems to be fine. We're about 1,300 feet above sea level. Over.
Hey, Roger. Yeah, we said about 910 is our altitude here, so you got us a little bit there. Hey, a quick question on the steam engine. I mean, what do you feed it with? How do you produce the steam?
I can either use coal, but I don't because I'm allergic to it, so I fire it with propane. We've got lots of propane in Texas.
Yeah, that would have come in handy a couple of weeks back there, wouldn't it?
Well, yes, we had 0-degree weather here. I'm just southwest of Austin, about an hour's drive north of San Antonio. I'm in the hill country, up in the hills where my ranch is, and between Wimberley and Blanco. Now, the deal is, a lot of people here froze because they lost power. I have a separate generator that I can put in a propane fireplace in the house, and I ran that for about 4 to 5 days straight, which I have a 200-gallon tank outside just for the fireplace. Normally in 1 year's time, I'll run about half a tank through, 100 gallons. We ran a little bit more this time, and then I have the small generator. It's not a very big one, and it just kind of makes the fans go and gives me all the lights and everything, but we fared pretty well compared to a lot of people.
Yeah, you know, it's unfortunate that came across when it did, and I think a lot of kind of caught a lot of people off guard, so to speak. Again, that's unusual weather for your part of the country. You know, we're a little bit to expect that from time to time. It caught a few of us are off guard around here as well. We did have a few rolling power outages, as they said, but we live in the country as well, and we have a generator system with a service panel interlock. So we turn on the generator and plug into the box outside, turn off the main, flip a switch, and then our interlock comes to life, and then we can pick and choose which circuits we want to use on the panel, and it served us pretty well. We haven't had it yet, but we had some instances last year. We were out of power for about 4 days straight, 24/7, and we're able to come through it. Don't recommend it, but you have to do what you do to keep things rolling there, Roger.
Roger, Dodger, I'm glad you were, because our grid is on this side. We don't have the same one Kansas does. When you get to the Oklahoma border, you're on a separate grid. And only East Texas, far East Texas, towards the Sabine River, and of course El Paso is on the western grid. But yeah, these guys really messed up big time down here. There's only one guy left on the board, and I think he was left so he could tell stories about everybody else.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's unfortunate. I'd like to think that it was a good learning opportunity. I don't know if I heard or anything of any death because of it. Maybe there were or not. I'm not sure, but that's the part that you would hate to see, of course. And some people had no other recourse but to just sit there and take it. I have a friend that lives in Rolette outside of Dallas. And he said he got teaser electricity. It'd come on for about 5 minutes every 3 hours. And he called it teaser electric. And he wasn't too happy about it. But we've talked since, and I think things got fairly back to normal. And I just hope it wasn't like that for a lot of others as well, Roger.
Roger, Dodger, Randy. We have KG5OZ with K0RWB. We have a lot of ambulance lawyers putting fast action suits together on TV down here. There were about 7 deaths. There were a lot of people lost a lot of money. Their houses. I have a friend that has a 5,000 square foot house, and his bottom floor completely drenched with plumbing that busted because they could not keep the electricity on and run the heaters. And that's not anything unreal. My next door neighbor's well froze. He did not prepare it correctly, and luckily I had enough fittings that within 3 hours we put his well back in service. I keep a bunch of extra 1.25 inch fittings here, which we use in our wells. Our wells are around 400 feet deep. There's a whole bunch of water under it, 400 feet, 350 feet down, all the way to 700 over.
Well, that'd come in handy, and at that depth, you wouldn't think it would freeze, but yeah, the stuff on the surface definitely would. So yeah, it's really unfortunate. You know, I think our frost line here is about 30 inches, give or take. And so most of the stuff around here that's been built any time has been fairly well protected. I hadn't heard of anybody. I take it my son-in-law had just moved into a house, and there was a burst pipe in the ceiling above the garage with the bedrooms on top. Was able to get that repaired relatively fast. So, but yeah, it's just, you know, it's not something that everybody really pays attention to until it's too late. And I've told some folks here before, I said, go out now and try to find yourself a generator, a gas-powered, you know, at Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever. There ain't any out there. You know, they just got garbled up so fast, and there has not been any type of replacement. So, you know, I think you know, it could be a knee-jerk reaction. And I told a few people, I said, yeah, you go ahead and get yourself a generator, it's like buying a snowblower. As soon as you do, it'll never snow, and as soon as you buy a generator, you'll never need it there, Roger.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it works. We don't get zero very often. I have a 3,000 watt generator. It's not very big. It's a single phase. And we use it for remote, running drills and stuff like that, and cutting tools and stuff when we're out in the fields cutting down juniper and ash juniper and cedars. And also we're trimming our oak trees and stuff, and it makes a great little generator to take around. I even put it on a train car with a 150-foot extension cord, and I can service things near the railroad with it, and it makes a great reserve power source. So and those are nice to have, and they only cost me $300. So, I've had it for about 5 years, and I only use it every once in a while, but we run it enough to make it work and keep it going. And then we keep about 10 or 15 gallons of gas around. Well, that's 2 or 3 days right there. And you can run and do a lot of good with it. However, these people, I bet you these people like Generac and all those are just deluged with orders right now. We got plumbers down here that are reportedly taking $1,000 non-refundable just to get your name on the list so they can get to you.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Well, when all this pandemic started, a year or so ago, and it's manufacturing shut down, and Generac and some of the other ones, they were out of work, and so any supplies that were out there, anything that was in the process, got snatched up pretty quick. And it's not the fact of putting them, making them on the assembly line. It's the other vendors involved getting the parts. Here in the metro, we have the Ford plant here, and they make the F-150, and I think part of the F-250, if I remember right. Well, they actually shut the F-250 line down because they could not get a computer chip because the company making them had been shut down because of the pandemic. So it is definitely a snowball's effect in about everything that we can think of. Prices, we call them COVID prices, just about everywhere you look. Vehicles to power sports, everything else has definitely has a different price. So around here we call it the COVID price. Roger?
KG5RWB, I can really identify with that. We've got the same thing here. All our food's gone up, everything we have. We're pretty good out here on the ranch, though, because we're isolated, and we don't have too much of a problem with it. And we can get food. There's plenty of places around here. I live within the 3 major cities, San Marcos, San Antonio, Wimberley, and these small towns have all got places that sell food, and there's other people here helping people. And it's just amazing that the people who don't have these resources are lined up in food lines in their Cadillacs and their Chevys and their Fords, and we see pictures of them, hundreds of cars waiting just to get a plate of food over.
Yep, I'm not surprised. We do see a few more places around here like that as well. A lot of the churches are advertising on their little signs about groceries and so forth for those in need. So, it's something I hope we can all get through and get past real quick. But listen, I'm going to see if we can make a few more contacts where we have to go. We have a sequence that happens in my house with the YL. She works from home. When it's time or she wants my attention, we get one tap on the shoulder. And if you don't respond later on, not very long, then you get the second tap on the shoulder, which has happened on occasions. And if you don't respond to that, then you get the slap upside the head. And that's only happened once so far, Doug, and I don't want to go there. So we try to make a few contacts while we can and stuff, but could certainly sit and talk with you for quite a while there. We got a lot to talk about, but want to see if maybe there might be a few others. We don't like to keep people hanging out here while we're doing the live stream. But anyway, again, if you're interested, we do this gift card or gift certificate giveaway each Wednesday from a local amateur radio store that's here in the metro. If you're interested or want to take a chance to maybe be selected from it, you can just go to YouTube and type in my call sign, and it'll put you on my channel. The only thing that would qualify you is you've got to subscribe to my channel, send me a text in the live chat with your call sign and says "In it to win it" there, Roger.
Thank you very much, Randy. I will try to do that later. And on the safety of your cranial health, I will let you go. And blessings to your wife, and thank God for her patience with it. Hey, have a good one. K0RWB, hope to hear you later down, and we will try to continue the conversation. This is KG5 Oscar Zulu, the radio station, official radio station of the Texas Grand Trunk and Western Railroad, signing clear, and for those who wish to hear the very best, KG5OZ.
That's terrific, Doug. Good for you. Promote it while you can, my friend. That's the great thing about it. Hey, thanks for the first contact. I didn't see a contact on the log, so we appreciate that. Thank you for taking the time to check in with us. Stop by anytime again you hear us out there. Again, 40-meter Fridays. I don't know if we can work on 20. We might be too close, but we got it today. 7-3s, enjoy the rest of your Friday. Have a wonderful weekend, and look forward again. Kilo Golf 5, Oscar Zulu, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. We'll be clear, my friend. 7-3s. This is Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Calling any station anywhere, QRZ. CQ40, CQ40, CQ40 meters, CQ40, CQ40 meters, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ40, CQ40 meters, CQ40. Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Calling CQ, any station, anywhere.
This is Kilowatt Echo 9. You have the radio. Getting back to the K0 station. This is KE9UR.
Kilowatt Echo 9, was it Uniform Romeo?
QSFL, you got it.
Okay, fine business. Hey, thanks for giving us a call. Again, the name here is Randy, Romeo Alpha November Delta Yankee, and we are 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City. And if I typed it in right, you're kind of north and west of Milwaukee there. Go ahead.
Yeah, QSFL, you got it. Yeah. Northwest of Milwaukee. Yeah, probably. It's a crow flies, probably about 90 miles. What's your call again? I'm sorry, I got the K0, but I didn't get the rest.
Yeah, no problem. The call, Greg, is Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, red, white, and blue. Roger?
Oh, that is cool. Oh, yeah. And there you do. You come up, Randy, and then, yep, Bates City in Missouri, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it's like a lot of small towns. If I told you Bates City, you'd scratch your head and go, where? So it's just easier to say 35 miles east of Kansas City there, Roger.
Well, with me, you don't have to say that no more. How's that? Oh, boy. What a cocky sucker, hey? No, I'm only joking to you there, Andy. We just started this new blogging program, and we're really impressed with it. Log for old men, which is good for me. I'm 70 years old. And what's really neat is it's got a map on it, so as soon as I log you in, as soon as you come on the map, doggone it, it shows by grid school where you are, so I can see. Yeah, you're just east of Kansas City.
Hey, Roger, I would guess that you're using Log for Old Men version 2.
QSFL, we just started using it, and boy, we're impressed.
Yeah, and it costs a whole lot of money. That's the same program we're using right now. And that screen that you have that shows the map of the world, and then the small map next to it, and the call sign at the top is exactly what I'm streaming on YouTube right now, so people can see where you're at as well there, Roger.
Oh, for Pete's sakes. So you're streaming that on YouTube? Wow. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is, Greg. We do this daily during the week. We have a YouTube channel. We're live streaming right now, have been for the last hour and a half thereabout. But Fridays is different. We do 40-meter Friday. So we come down here on 40 meters on Fridays. We talk to a lot different stations, a lot closer than we do on 20 meters, which we usually do during the week there, first part of the week. We end up hitting the eastern seaboard, up and down, no problem, don't mind it. Canada is good, out into the Caribbean, and then a lot of times the 6 and 7 call areas, but we don't hit places like Texas, Alabama, Colorado, Wisconsin, Michigan, South Dakota, and so forth. And, we'd like to talk to those operators as well. So we decided to come down here in 40, and we work at the best with the best conditions we have there, Roger.
Hey, Roger, that sounds cool. Hey, you say you're using the same program, and I wonder if I could ask you a few questions.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. I've had the Log for Old Men for several years. I still have the older version, which I do like a little bit more than this, because if you and I worked before I put your call in, it'll tell me that. I have to go over here on this one and actually type or click it if we've worked before. I wish I had the automatic notification. It does not do that. And in the old program, if I wanted to look you up on QRZ, I can put it in the browser. It does not create a separate page that this new program does. That's the only two things I don't like. But let's hear your question.
Okay, well, yeah, I don't know. But first of all, go back to what you were just saying. Yeah, Binding shows up right on the thing. If I worked you before, a little window comes up. It says we worked before. And then I can click on the work before key, and I can see exactly what dates, what thing. But a little thing comes up, and it says right now that you're a LOTW user, EQSL user, QRZ.com. And that's what I really like. As soon as we get done with the QSO, shortly thereafter, it automatically loads up my QRZ, so it's great. So my question is, okay, when I go into the cluster propagation, I thought, it doesn't give me any call signs or, any, whatever. And I'm just kind of curious, what are those really supposed to do? Because majority of now, when I click on cluster, nothing comes up.
Okay, well, on the cluster, Greg, you have to set that up. If you look at the very top of the page, the very top left, you'll see File, Connect, Contest, View, Utility, Settings, and Help. If you go to Connect and you click on Connect, and it gives you a drop down, the very first one will say Telnet Cluster. And you would have to set up what cluster program you would want to use, and it'll give you a drop down of a whole bunch of ones, and they all work pretty much the same. And then you can hit Connect, and you can also click on Start Server. And that way, as soon as the program comes up, it'll automatically start opening the cluster. And what the cluster does, depending on what frequency you're on, it tells you who's been spotted, where they're at, and then you can take your mouse and highlight that call sign, and it should take your radio right to it there, Roger.
Okay, well, at least I get that part. So yeah, I used to, with my radio program, my win for ICOM, I think it uses Club Log, but I don't see Club Log in here.
Yeah, probably not. I don't think this particular version has that setting. I'll tell you what, if you've got, I would guess you have computer access. Here's the best thing I can tell you that would be easy. Is, of course, you've got me up on QRZ. I have a good email. Send me an email, and we'll talk off the air on the phone, and I'll walk you through it step by step. I'd be happy to do that.
Super. I appreciate that. Yeah, because otherwise I just say, if you know which is the good one, just give it to me now, and I'll use the one that you're using.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to go back and look. There's so many out there. I just got the question in the chat as well. I'd have to go back and look. There's some that are regional that provide the cluster, and there's some a little bit faster and a little bit more accurate. And I just have to go back into the settings and do that, which I have no problems doing that. But it would kind of take away from the live stream today, and I really don't want to do that. I'd be happy to help you, Greg. But like I said, send me an email with a number, and I'd be happy to call you, and then I can walk you through it off the air, so to speak, and get that squared away. Because I had somebody helping me, so I'm just paying it forward to you, Roger.
Hey, Roger. Well, I will do that. I'll send you my phone number. The only problem is I'm not in the shack that often. I got a really cool shack. It's actually a shed in the back of my house. It's a 12 by 12 shed that was was told when they remodeled it, when they, put in all the insulation and everything, that it was built in the 1800s. It's got for real 2x4s and everything. So, okay. Well, we'll let you get on your way, and so you can get some more contacts. And since you're live, and I'll send you my phone number, and hopefully we can put together some time where you can walk me through some of this, because I'd like to get the cluster and find out better on propagation and everything. Maybe we can explain that. So that's great. Well, thank you so much, and I'm going to check out that thing on YouTube too. That sounds cool. So we'll talk to you a little bit later, 73rd, and I got to get that out of the way. K0RWB, this is K9UR.
Okay, Greg. Yeah, like I said, if you're interested in listening to the Q we just had, and you get a chance to see my ugly face, you go to YouTube in the search window, just type in my call sign, K0RWB. You'll see the playback with today's date on it, or the most current one, and then you can kind of fast forward to about the 1 hour 23 or 24 minute mark. It's about when you and I started. And also, just so you know, if you're interested, each Wednesday we do a gift card giveaway from a local amateur radio store that's here in the area. They have an online store as well, so you can certainly look at different products. But if you're interested in being put in for the drawing, the giveaway, you would need to subscribe to my channel. And on the live chat on the side there, you'd have to put in your call and then type in it to win it, and that way that would make you eligible for next Wednesday's drawing there. Roger?
Hey, Roger. And hey, I got to ask you one dumb question since you just brought it up. That you got to submit or something. What does that do for you guys that are on YouTube if you subscribe? What does that really do?
Well, the number of subscribers, the more you have, and the more times that your channel is viewed, as you move up, at some point, YouTube will start putting in commercials and so forth, and you actually start seeing a little bit of money on the backside, so to speak. That's one thing about it. I'm not doing it necessarily for that, as I enjoy it, and we don't get much of an opportunity, Craig, to hear what our audio sounds like when we're having a QSO. This is one way that you can see it, you can listen to it, you can play it back multiple times. You'd have an opportunity to make some changes if you wish. If not, you don't have to, of course, but we don't generally get that opportunity. That's how I got started. There's a station down in Cutler Bay, Florida that most people know. His name is Alex, Whiskey 7 Hotel Uniform, and I used to check in with him, make some small adjustments to my audio, ask him for his opinion, and then I would listen to the playback. So that's kind of was. So there's a monetary aspect as well. That's not why I'm doing it necessarily. If we have subscribers and we're able to get the word out, it's to try to help the amateur radio community as well. Roger?
Hey, Roger. Well, that sounds great. I always wondered why guys really push for it. Okay, well, I'm going to check that YouTube out. I'm clicking on it right now and let you get on to others, and I got to see how it is. So 73rd, and you have a wonderful day, will you? It sure was nice talking to you. And this is Kilowatt Echo 9, United Radio, KE9UR Clear.
All right, Greg. Hey, thanks again. Thanks for stopping by, and nice to work you for the first time. I look forward to doing it again, and if you hear us out there, feel free to stop by, say hi again. We'll pick it up where we left off. Again, if you're going to go to the channel, something you see or don't see, something you'd like to see, leave a comment. If you're interested in the giveaway, I told you how to do that, and we'll pick it up next time when we get together. Kilo Echo 9, Uniform Romeo, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. We'll be clear, my friend, 7-3s.
Charlie 2, Echo Sierra. Hello, Randy.
Oh, no, not again, especially on 40 meters. I didn't think that would ever happen. KC2, Echo Sierra. My good friend Armando, what is happening this afternoon, my friend?
I was actually multitasking. Let me go check your channel. I checked your channel and said, holy mackerel, he's on 40 meters. I've never talked to Randy on 40 40 meters. So here I am. How you doing?
Well, you know what? It's 40-meter Fridays. I don't know if I mentioned it to you or not. And I mentioned it to Alex as well. I said, you know, I'm going to change it up a little bit just to do something different. And I did it last week, Armando, only because 20-meter, the band was so bad. I came down here to 40 and had a wonderful time. Lots of contacts, a lot of stations I probably wouldn't hear or be able to talk to on 20. And I said, you know, at least once a week, you got to do that. I mean, I've gotten Alabama, Wisconsin, Michigan, Colorado, Ohio, and that's the cool thing. So to have a chance to work you in New York tells me that 40's not doing too bad, Roger.
You're doing a great job. You're between 5x5 and 5x9. And right now I'm running a kilowatt, so I'm going to turn it down because I never want to have a bigger signal than you. So let me just back it off here for a second. Hang on.
Well, it's 5.9 and plus 5, or maybe plus 8. I'll give you that much.
Oh my goodness, you got a good F meter. Now I just turned it back down to 500. I don't want to put a bigger signal than you. Well, anyway, this is a big surprise for me. I was listening to you, the other gentleman, for a while, and again, your signal was somewhere between 5.9 and sometimes 5.9 plus 10. So great signal here this evening. Really a pleasant surprise, Randy. Over.
Yeah, you know, it is for me as well. I didn't know I'd get to talk to you twice in 1 week. But yeah, it's fun, isn't it? Again, we've worked a lot on 20, so now we had a chance to work on a new band. I mean, it's kind of noisy on the band. You turned it down. You went to 5 and 7, and I don't care who's got the bigger signal as long as we're making a contact. You know, it's same rig and setup, Armando, but the antenna is just a 40-meter dipole off the side of the tower, about 38 feet. So nothing like you and I run on the upper bands, Roger.
Roger, yeah, I have the same thing. I just turned the power back up because you said that you're getting some crashes or whatever over there. Anyway, yeah, I'm just running my homemade dipole on 40. I have different antennas that I can do work on 40. I was listening to you on 3 different antennas, and finally I chose my own dipole. I thought this would work best. Anyway, I won't hold you. Very pleasant surprise to find you. It's a different band, and so I thought I would say hello. Anyway, you have a nice weekend, Randy. We're not going to hold you. I know you're probably working a lot of closer in stations with your signal, so go for it, and best of 73. Kilowatt 0, Romeo Whiskey Bravo, Kilo Charlie 2, Echo Echo Sierra.
Well, you know, every time you check in, you just can't wait to leave. I didn't know if you heard about our new, all the new news. So I have to put it on the live stream so you can see it as well. But you know, we don't want you to miss out. But on Wednesday we're doing a gift card giveaway, and I've got it up on the screen now. It'll come across on the live stream here. And to qualify, Armando, you've got to make sure you're a subscriber of my channel, and then you've got to go to the live chat and type in your call with "in it to win it." That'll make you eligible, Roger.
Roger. Yeah, I heard all that before, and the only reason I'm running off is because I talk to you often, and I don't want to hog your time. You know, I'd rather let other folks make the connection. I'll talk to you the whole hour, but I think you want to talk to a few other folks. But yeah, well, very good. You're getting very creative. You're getting very creative with your channel. Congratulations. I am a subscriber, unless I've done it wrong, but I hit the subscribe button, I hit the bell button, I've done everything. And I give you a thumbs up every time I go on your website. Over.
Yeah, I figured so. I would just want to kind of give you a little poke there. I just didn't know if you'd heard about the giveaway. So, but yeah, make sure that to qualify, just make sure you just send me your call again and put in it to win it, and we'll put you down on the eligibility for this next week coming up. Trying to do things midweek again to change things up as the weather gets warmer. The Fridays seem to disappear for us. So we may be down to 4 days a week versus 5, and maybe a couple of instances where we're out of pocket on Thursdays as well. But we want to try to do this now, and we want to support local. That's what we're really trying to do. And the store here in the area has been very good to us and treated us well. But they also have a great online, so it's not like, well, you have to, you can't see anything. It's got a great online store as well. So we were over there today talking to him about it, and we decided to go ahead and pull the trigger. So, yeah, no worries, but nice to work you here on 40. We always work on 20, and we have booming signals. That last time for you was 5.9 plus 10, so it's working on 40 meters as well. So no worries, always a pleasure. I know we'll do it again, probably quicker than I realized. Didn't think it'd be back-to-back days, but hey, I'm not complaining. Not one bit, my friend. I enjoyed as well. So we'll say 7-3s, Armando. And, hey, have a great weekend. I don't think we're going to be out here. Not sure yet. At this point, I can't say for certain. If we are, it might be for a little bit tomorrow, but the YL usually has a few extra things for us on the weekends, so that's what we'll have to do. 7:30, buddy. Talk with you later. Kilowatt Charlie 2, Echo Echo Sierra, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo.
Okay, Randy, very good. You have a nice weekend. Nice to hear you today again, and a new band. Very good. Yeah, I was outside. I was actually attempting to put up a 160-meter full-wave loop. So I started laying out the wire and figuring out which trees I'm going to use. And I said, you know what? It was too nice. I said, I'll save it for another day. So it's another project in the works. I like putting up the antennas. I put them up. I checked them down. I had a 40-meter loop. I took that one down today. And now my new project is the 160-meter loop. Why not? Anyway, that's what the hobby's all about. Experiment and have fun. You take care, Randy. Have fun and enjoy the weekend. Kilo 0, Romeo Whiskey Bravo, Kilo Charlie 2, Echo Echo Sierra.
Okay, sounds good, Armando. Take care, my friend. 7-3s. We'll go ahead and clear with you. Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. See if we can get a hold of Mike. Mike's been out there on the chat. Kilowatt Delta 2, Sierra X-Ray Delta. Mike, if you're out there, come on back. KD2, Sierra X-Ray Delta, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo.
Alrighty there, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. This is Sierra X-Ray Delta on return. It's good to work you here on 40 meters. Haven't worked you before on this band, so good to get you in the lab there. Over. How's signal to you? Over.
Yeah, well, yeah, Mike, you're right above the noise, about 5 and 7. That's the other issue as well. You and I talk quite well on 20 meters because of the distance, but 40 you're kind of at the mercy, of course. But I did get you in there. Hey, and by the way, I didn't say it, but and I didn't respond to it on the chat. But thanks for the updates as well. I didn't know about Club Log and the other comments you had there, so I can pass that on. Again, I like the program. Probably don't use the whole details as much as I should. But I really enjoyed over HRD. The cluster works quite well, and so does the map. So I appreciate the information that you put on the live chat. And yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and put you down on the giveaway as well, there, Roger.
Okay, I mean I'm not an employee, so hopefully I'll still be eligible for the giveaway. All right, yeah. Well, I got you here to Jacksonville, Florida. As well. My noise floor is not that high here today. It's about a 5.4, 5.5, so you're easily right over it. So yeah, I just wanted to get you there in the log to say hello to my friend and wish you well, and hopefully you enjoy the day. It's a nice, beautiful day over here, nice and sunny. The birds are out chirping, and we're just having a great day here in Florida. How's the weather over there near you? Over.
Yeah, well, we were doing real good, Mike. A couple of weeks ago, we were sub-zeros. They went from sub-zero to July for about 12 days until Wednesday, and it kind of shut down. So we're in the mid-40s today. A little rain off and on, and it's supposed to be that way through the weekend, Monday, and so it'll probably come back around. But the time of year for us, March and part of April can be just really crazy. So you take it day to day as much as you can, and the rest of it, you leave to others. But we could always have better weather, but we don't have snow on the ground. It's not freezing. It's not shorts and t-shirts like it has been, but otherwise it's okay. So I hope things going well for you. It's been maybe a week or so since you and I had a chance to talk last, again on 20 meters. But another change that we're making is we're doing 40-meter Fridays. So we're going to come down here on 40 meters, God willing, and the river won't rise. We can make some contacts on 40. And again, a lot of times it's people we've talked before, like yourself, and just got off the QSO with Armando up in New York. We've never worked on these bands, so now we get a chance to. So it's nice to work you on a new band as well, Roger.
Roger. Yeah, good deal there. Yeah, I've been going. I was out of town. Actually, I had a trip up to the Atlanta area. So I was up there for about the past 4 days, and got a chance to get to meet Sean Hall as well. Two times, and had a good time here. Met the great employees. They welcomed us with open arms, and had a great time. We'd like to see it again for at ATL earlier in Atlanta. But I'm not going to hold it up. We'll see if we can make some more contacts here, and just want to stay tuned. I've been along 5-7 both ways, and I'm going to say 7-3 to you, Randy, and you take care. I hope you and your family stay safe and healthy, and I'll be clearing your final, sir. K0RWB. This is KD2SXB. 7-3, my friend, on your final.
Yep, no problem, Mike. Always a pleasure. Thanks again for taking the time and standing by. I saw you on the chat, and was trying to figure a way to get there. But we do appreciate you standing by. Thanks for your patience. Always a pleasure. Always like talking with you. We got a lot in common, no doubt. Hope things are going well for you down in Jacksonville. And about 3 hours from now, we'd be hitting it really well. I get into Florida in the evenings on 40 really well, but so far so good. I'll take the 5 and 7 every day of the week. No complaints there. And you got things going on, but again, don't be a stranger. We always like a chance to have a talk with you, even if it's just for a couple of minutes. 7-3s, brother, and have a great weekend. We'll talk again real soon. Kilo Delta 2, Sierra X-Ray Delta, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thanks again, 7-3s.
Roger, 7-3.
K0RWB, W1, God bless America.
Okay, Mike, we'll go ahead and clear. This is Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. I did hear another station out there. Come back with your call sign, please.
Yeah, K0 Radio Whiskey Bravo. This is W1, God bless America.
Well, let's see if I got it in there right. A little bit of noise there, but I think I pulled it. Whiskey 1, Golf Bravo Alpha. Roger.
God bless America.
Golf Bravo Alpha.
Whatever trips you trigger. I just wondered what net this was on.
I'm sorry. Try that again.
I was just wondering. My name here is Dave, Delta Alpha Victor Record. We're in Dayton. I just wanted to know what net this was on.
Boy, you're just right at my noise level here. I wish I could get. That's the bad thing about 40 meters. I'll try to turn my volume. I wish I could turn the antenna, but I don't think the dipole will make any difference there. I do apologize. Well, I did copy Dayton. I did copy and Dayton, but I didn't get the last of that. We'll try it again.
Hey, you guys are wiping out QSOs on 230. Come on.
Wondering what net this was on. Over.
My spectrum shows me at 2.9, so I'm well within limits.
BS.
It's okay. That's fine. That's no problem. I totally understand. Whiskey 1, Golf Bravo Alpha. Try it again, please.
KC9 CUK. Frequency in use?
Alpha Victor Echo. And I'm just wondering what net we're on here.
Dave, I'm sorry. I'm just not able to copy there. The conditions aren't in our favor at the moment. Maybe we can try it again in a few minutes to see if maybe it'll get a little better for us. I do apologize. I got the call, but I wasn't able to get much more out of that. we can try it again in a few minutes. So Whiskey 1 Golf Bravo Alpha, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo.
Kilo India 4, India Victor, Tango.
Kilo India 4 again.
Roger, Kilo India 4, India Victor, Tango. The other station you were talking to, I'm going to give you a relay. He wanted to know what net this is.
I didn't think it was a net. I'm just playing radio this afternoon and doing a live stream on YouTube, Roger.
Roger, I don't know if the other station got that, but I thought I'd relay that for you.
No, I appreciate that. The conditions are just what? Boy, it just kind of fell out on my end. I wasn't able to copy.
I don't know if he left or he got it or not, but anyway, we tried anyway.
Roger, you're kind of south of Columbia. Is that a Roger?
I'm probably about 15 miles west of Columbia in an area called Red Bank in Lexington.
Okay, fine business. Just wanted to make sure I had it typed in right. Yeah, the handle here is Randy. We're about 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City, Missouri. Roger.
Roger, can I get the call letter?
Yeah, you bet. The call is Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo.
Roger, I'm on line K0RWB.
Hey, Roger, we got a little one in there. And I'm glad to see that at least we're getting a few contacts. I don't know what it was. He just, for some reason, it just kind of dropped out of nowhere. But we did hit New York, and now we've gotten into South Carolina. So the band is moving around on us, Roger.
Roger, and I'm running barefoot. I'm probably about 150 watts, and I'm running a dipole about 8 or 10 feet off the ground.
Wow. Well, then in that case, I don't think I'd change a thing. That's pretty impressive. Conditions are in your favor, no doubt. We're running a dipole as well. It's about 38 foot off the side of the tower in a kind of unconventional layout, but it seems to be working for us today, Roger.
Roger. I think I'm in just in a good area. I'm not at the top of the hill, but not far from it. I'm a little dimple on the side of it. We're at pretty good elevation, and I've done pretty good like this. It surprises me.
Yeah, it is, especially at the elevation, the antenna on 100 watts. I'd say it's working quite well for you. Again, the conditions are good. You can talk anywhere in the world. If they're bad, you can't talk across the street, Roger.
Roger, yeah, I've run into that a lot. And the last couple of nights, late at night, I've been getting a lot of noise, a lot. I just about gave up late at night.
Yeah, I've noticed that on this band about 8 o'clock Central, and then we usually drop down to 80 meters. Hasn't been terribly bad, but last week 20 meters was terribly bad. A lot of electrical static and so forth, but we've been off and on this week. I've got a little bit of noise on the band here, but not terribly bad. But it just I get these spikes every once in a while, and then it changes my noise level to about 5 and 5. Roger.
Roger, the name is Randy, right?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
Roger, I want to make sure I type this in right.
Evening, guys.
Good evening, sir.
Number 6 Uniform Golf Yankee, Dennis in Tennessee.
Yeah, Dennis, stand by one. I'll clear with him, and then we'll pick you up.
Oh, no, don't clear with him. I'm enjoying the conversation.
Well, don't go anywhere, too, because I'm going to log this, and I'll listen, too.
Well, if you both stand by, who am I going to talk to?
Talk to me. I'm going to talk.
Okay, I'll get you, too.
Whiskey Bravo 5, Yankee Kilo Mike.
Yeah, stand by. Hey, Don, so I'm trying to think. You said you were west of Columbia, but it's down by Red Bank, Roger?
Roger, I don't know if Red Bank's going to show up on there. It's probably going to say Lexington. Red Bank's kind of like a little area of Lexington.
Okay, fine, Ben. Yeah, I was just curious. Like I said, on 40 meters, that's probably a very unusual contact for me. On 20 meters, yeah, I can get in there pretty well. But for 40, I just wanted to make sure I put a note in it because, that's not a contact I'm able to make very often. So I appreciate the first one there, Roger.
Roger, yeah, I enjoyed that. I don't do too bad on 40 meters. And I don't know if you go to 10 meters, down on, 28.35, there's text here that's all there almost all day long, a little bit early night, that if you ever want to try and get another contact that can make it on 10 meters, there's usually some guys there, and they love it.
Yeah, we're a little set up a little better, 6 through 20. We run a hex beam at 45 feet at the base plate, so that helps us a little bit. But down here, yeah, I think, there's probably a few 40-meter beams, but most of us are running some wire from of some kind, and I don't have any complaints. I just, maybe it's timing or whatever, but the eastern seaboard on 20, I guess I missed it somehow or another, but we did get it in there today. We were able to pull you out of the noise anyhow, and appreciated the relay. What happened with the gentleman in Ohio? Boy, I don't know. It just my noise level shot up and a couple of statics, and he just kind of drowned out. But again, we can always try it again later. But anyway, it's working for us right now. I won't complain about it. But we do appreciate you taking the time to stop and say hello. Like I said, I'm not sure if you've heard or not, but we're actually live streaming on YouTube right now. If you're interested in listening to the QSO, Don, you can always go to YouTube, put in my call sign, go back to about the 1 hour 48 mark, fast forward, and you can listen to the audio, listen to Q, and get to see my ugly face as well, Roger.
Roger, I might have to check that out. I'll tell you something you might find interesting. I can hear the other guy pretty good. Not as good as I could you, but I can hear him pretty good. But I've been known to go on the software-defined radio.org, or however you say it, on the computer, and listen to the radio, and I can hear one side of the conversation on the radio and the other one on the computer.
Yeah, I'm done that on 80 meters when on some of the nets and stuff. Yeah, I've done that. There's an SDR out of Utah, I believe. I've listened to that before. So yeah, I certainly understand what you're saying there. So no worries. Hey, thanks again. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for doing the relay, but a nice chance to work you as well. Hope you have a good weekend. And like I said, we come down here on primarily on Friday afternoons here to work 40 meters, and really have enjoyed it. A lot of more stations that we probably wouldn't hear on 20 or 17. So I'll say 7-3s for now, Don. I'll do my part, let you finish yours as well. But we did appreciate you taking the time to stop by and have a quick talk there. Kilo India 4, India Victor Tango, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. 7-3s.
I hope the other station did hear you with the information. I think he was hearing you better.
K0 Echo Mike Delta Denver.
Jump in there and talk on another station while you can, and we'll talk to you another time. We'll say 7
Kilo India 5, Mike Papa X-ray.
Kilo India 4, India Victor Tango.
Okay, Don, thanks again. 7-3s. We'll go ahead and clear. We did hear a station there a while ago. See if we can get to them in a minute we can. There's another station, Whiskey Bravo 5, a question mark. If you're still there, come back with your complete call, please.
Roger. I didn't want to break in on you. I was just playing with y'all. This is Whiskey Bravo 5, Yankee Kilo Mike. I'm located in Vicksburg, Mississippi, and the handle is Charles. Over.
Okay, Charles. No problem at all. All is welcome, of course. Don't own the frequency, but we try to get them while we can and give a little bit of time and so forth. But yeah, we got you pulled up there. Boy, I tell you, there's another contact I don't get too often into your part of the world. I'm starting to like 40 meters more and more there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, we're right there on the big Mississippi River, and I had one guy, he lacked, I think, Warren County, which I was in, and I thought he was going to kiss me there because he'd been trying for about 2 years to get to Warren County. But, yeah, we were just got off work, turned the radio on, heard you in here. Well, I went to 17 first and didn't see a whole lot. And then I think Japan was in there, but I don't have the beams. I'm talking off the 7300 Bear foot with a 80-meter all-center dipole.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's not an uncommon setup, especially the 7300. What a terrific radio! They've sold quite a few. I own one myself. It's in an alternate shack that we have at another location here in the house. But our primary, where we're at right now, we're running the new Yaesu FTDX10 with, like I said, 40-meter dipole and Mike's Heil PR 781. And it's working for us. That's all I can really say. I'm pleased. I'm happy. Didn't think I would really enjoy a waterfall, but boy, you kind of get glued to it there, Roger.
Oh, Roger. You can. Well, I've got mine a 40 KC spread, so 20 on each side. That way I can see who's there and what's going on, and still be able to narrow you down. But I've got a 5x9 on you, well solid. Everything is sounding good down here. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Roger. Without giving it away totally, of course, what would be the relative distance between you and, say, Jackson?
About 42 miles. I'm a little south of Vicksburg. I'm out in the country. But it's we're west of Jackson on I-20, so we're right on the Mississippi River.
Okay, fine business. Yeah, I was just curious. I mean, I've got the logging program I use. You will give me a world map and then a little more detailed. And I'm just kind of curious to see where it was per se. But we won't we won't put it on the live stream there, Charles. So everybody knows per se there. But I was just kind of curious. We know some of the larger landmarks, than some of the smaller ones, like most people do. But we're just trying to get a general idea. But yeah, it's kind of nice. Again, we don't get in your part of the world. I bet I don't have more than maybe a dozen contacts, if that, in your area. And so it's nice to have that. Again, that's one thing I like about the band. It's a little bit runs a little shorter per se, and a lot of stations that I would be talking on 20, I don't think I'd be able to do on 40. So it's nice to mix it up there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Well, we have a net, a Mississippi net, on 3862 at 5:30 every day. It's going to go to 6 o'clock once the time changes, and you're more than welcome to check in. They have all 82 counties in there, plus all surrounding states. So Tennessee, Texas, South Carolina, Florida, all of them. So you're more than welcome to come in on our net on 3862 if you want to.
Well, you were doing pretty good until you said Texas. Now I got to think twice about it.
Okay. Yeah, well, we got Kansas in there too if you want to come in.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to throw that out there. They never know when they're listening. So I'm going to make sure I got it down here right. Was it 3862?
Yeah, Roger. 5:30, and like I say, daylight savings time. When that changes, it's going to go to 6 o'clock. But they'll have it. They'll have a web net there, and usually it depends on the stuff there. But it's hopefully the band will be up there. It was pretty quiet a while ago.
Hey, Roger. Yeah, no, it like I said, it changes quite a little bit, no doubt. And at about 9 o'clock in the evenings, we go up to 3916 to most of the guys that are in Texas. But they do a trivia night with one of the operators there, and we kind of enjoy that. So we like to check in when we can. Yeah, like I said earlier, we are streaming live here on YouTube. If you're interested in listening to the QSO and a chance to see my ugly face, you could log on to YouTube and type in my call, and about the 1 hour 55-minute mark thereabouts, Charles, you'd be able to listen to the playback. Again, not often that we get to hear ourselves on the air, and this allows that to happen. And it's also a great conversation piece after a few beers, so to speak. But But anyhow, give a look, give a listen if you're interested. And if you are, we're also doing a gift card giveaway on Wednesday. If you're interested in being eligible for that, pretty simple. You just subscribe to my channel, and on the live chat over there, you put in your call sign, and next to it, you type in it to win it. And then we'll notify the winner on Wednesday evening, and we'll send them out this gift card. We have an amateur radio store in the area, Charles, and he does have an online site as well, so it's not like you have to call and say, what do you got? He has a full line of everything you'd see at HRO and Gigaparts and everything else, but I bet you it's probably a little less money, and it gives you a whole lot more attention. So we're just trying to pay it forward. We like to buy local and take care of the local people, and we decided to put this together and see how it works out. But if you're interested, that's what you need to do. And if not, no problem. We've enjoyed talking with you as well. Whiskey Bravo 5, Yankee Kilowatt Mike, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo.
Yeah, Roger. Before you go, have you ever talked to K0RWB? I talked to him. He's out of San Antonio. I think his name's Darwin.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him personally. I've heard him out there because his call is really close to mine. It's RWB D, and I'm RWB, and I've always wanted a chance to get in there, but he's always been in a QSO, in a group, or with somebody else, and never wanted to jump in. But I know of him, but I've not had a chance to talk to him personally. Roger?
Yeah, Roger. I talked to him down here on 40 yesterday. All right, Randy, we really appreciate it. I enjoyed the QSO. Hope your YouTube don't blow up with me on it. But 73s to everybody out there, and we'll be looking for you later. K0RWB WB5 YKM, clear on you.
Okay, Charles. Hey, listen, appreciate you taking the time. Thanks for giving me a shout there, and nice to work here for the same time. Yeah, congrats, man. Your setup's working well. That was a good solid 5.9, so maybe the band is getting a little better. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. I know you said you just gotten off work. We appreciate you taking the time to spend it with us, and I know you're going to spend it with the family as well. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll definitely look for us again. If you hear us out there, stop on in. We'll just pick it up where we left off. But thank you again from the Vicksburg area out of Mississippi. We do appreciate it. Take care. Whiskey Bravo 5, Yankee Kilowatt Mike, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. We'll be clear, my friend, 7-3s.
7-3.
And we'll go ahead and clear. This is Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Any other stations? QRZ.
Denver.
November 4, Charlie Victor X-ray.
November 4, Charlie Victor X-ray. Got you that time. David, how are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing really well, Randy. Thank you for coming back to me. You're a good solid about 20 over 5 and 9 here in Brentwood, Tennessee. And I'm running about 80 watts on a Kenwood TS830, the old hybrid tube type rig. And the antenna is on the room.
Yeah, okay, David. Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for giving us a shout there from Brentwood. Got you pulled up here as we saw it there. And, yeah, thank you for your service. I always say we were just doing time, so to speak. We were all just doing time. But no, that's terrific. Good for you. My youngest daughter is full-time Army National Guard out of the Kansas City area. She's on deployment right now to Fort Bliss, so we're hoping that she'll return safe to us here in September, and she'll be a better person from it for sure. Yeah, we copy the OTS 130. Well, we had the one above it. We had the 140 there in the beginning, and yeah, it's working. I copy the 80 watts. Yeah, you got to keep those other 20 watts in reserve to bust the pileups. But we get a copy on you. We got a little bit of noise on the band, but we were able to pull you through it there, Roger. Okay, 5 minutes. Appreciate it, and like I said, thank you for yours as well. Anytime you put the uniform on, it's something that some don't do and some do. So thank you as well. And yeah, thanks for giving us a shout here. And like I said, I do like working 40 meters. We end up talking on a lot of stations that we don't get up on the upper band. So we always try to do this on Fridays, and I'm glad we did today as well. Met a lot of new contacts and a couple of ones we talked before, but we're still having fun with it. So 7-3s, and enjoy the rest of your Friday, what's left of it. Have a great weekend ahead, and we'll look for you the next time. We'll just kind of pick it up where we left off. Maybe we'll talk a little bit more assignments and so forth. That would take a while, but I'd enjoy it anyway. 7-3s, thanks again. November 4, Charlie Victor X-Ray, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. 7-3s. This is Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. In Kansas City, we're going to call CQ, QRZ, any station, anywhere.
KA0 Echo Mike Delta, Denver.
Okay, I think I got one that time. Nice signal. Kilo Alpha 0, Echo Mike Delta. Good afternoon. I think you were standing by there a while ago. I was trying to write it all down so fast. Thanks for giving us a call. Again, the name here is Randy, 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City, a Colorado Springs tram plant, brother.
Oh, okay. Well, good to have you from the Springs and the beautiful Pikes Peak region of Colorado. And my name is Steve, Sierra Tango Echo Victor Echo. And I have a Yaesu FC950 and running a Americom ALS 500M. Just wondering how the signal quality is on this rig with this amp, Randy. Good to meet you. My name is Steve, Sierra Tango Echo Victor Echo. Go ahead, sir.
No problem, Steve. Good solid 5 and 9 signal. No worries at all. No problems picking you up. And second contact today for Colorado. That's great. We got Bloomfield earlier this afternoon, and I don't know how accurate it is. I mean, I know Federal Heights, I know Thornton, I know North Glen, I know Derby, I know Commerce City. We have family in Fort Collins. We spent 3.5 years in Aurora, and then 9 years down the Springs. Roger.
Rogers, you've been visiting the region, definitely. Very good, Randy. I appreciate the contact. I just wanted to get a report on the audio quality, and we'll look for you again on the band. Thank you for making contact with me, and I hope you have a good Friday. K0RWB. K0EMD 73 from Denver.
Yeah, no problem, Steve. No, the audio is really nice, quite pleasing, and the signal has been rock solid. The equipment is really working for you today, no doubt. Appreciate you taking the time to stop in and give us a call. And I think, like I said, I think it was you that called earlier. We weren't able to pull it out, so we appreciate you standing by for us, and I hope it was worthwhile for you. It's nice to get a chance to get into Work Colorado. I'm able to do it every once in a while on 20 meters, but not as often as I like. So I'm nice to see that we're able to make it on 40 meters today, and you do have a terrific signal. And again, if you hadn't heard, we're live streaming on YouTube. If you're interested in listening to your audio yourself, Steve, you could go to YouTube and put in my call in the search bar, and you can actually listen to our QSO at about, you could fast forward to about the 2-hour and 8 mark, and that would put you pretty close. Listen to it for yourself, and plus you get to see my ugly face there, Roger.
Hey, Roger, Randy. Good to check it out. I've gotten it up, so I'm going to check it out, and I'm very happy that you're so active in ham radio, much more than I am. But I enjoy rag chewing a little bit and having a short QSO with people and working the equipment I have. So very good to meet you, Randy, and I will look forward to talking with you again. K0RWB, K0EMD, wishing you 73 again from Denver.
Okay, Steve, fine business. Yeah, check it out. See what you think there. Give it a look and give it a listen. And also, if you're interested, each Wednesday we do a gift card giveaway from a local amateur radio store here in the metro. It does have an online store as well, so you're able to look and see what items and so forth. Nice selection of used equipment as well, and this would cover everything from any connectors or coax or what have you. So if you're interested in that, being eligible for the giveaway, you just subscribe to my channel, and over on the live chat, you just put in your call sign and then type in it to win it, and that would make you eligible. And then Wednesday we'll be giving out a drawing, and we will mail the gift card to the winner that day. If you're interested, please feel free to do that. If not, enjoyed talking with you today, and hopefully we'll get a chance to work again into the Denver area. Made my day twice in one day. Very excited. 7-3, Steve. Have a great weekend. Kilo Alpha Zero, Echo Mike Delta, Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo. 7-3s.
7-3.
This is Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo. We've got time for one more call, and then we're going to have to shut it down. K0RWB, QRZ.
Radio
I heard a few stations not able to pull out right at my noise level. We'll try it again one more time, QRZ.
Alpha 9.
I think I heard Alpha 9, Juliet Sierra.
Yeah, Alpha 9, Juliet Sierra. You've got one of the strongest signals on the band, 59+20, here into Chicago. Just wanted to give a quick shout.
59+20. I didn't know that was possible, especially in Chicago. Don't you have a little bit of noise running around there?
Usually we have a lot of noise running around here, but not today.
Hey, fine business, Gary. Got you pulled up on QRZ. Hey, thanks for giving us a call. I do appreciate it. Again, the name here is Randy. We're 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City. We're playing radio this afternoon, and we call it 40-meter Fridays. And welcome to YouTube Live as well, Roger.
Oh, Roger, that. I've heard of your channel before. That's why I wanted to give you a quick.
Well, I appreciate that. And looks like Naperville, give or take around that area.
Yeah, we're about 28 miles west of downtown Chicago, and the city is Naperville.
Okay, fine business. Then I'm sure you've probably heard of Rolling Meadows, Arlington Heights.
Oh, yeah. I've been up to Arlington Heights on business quite a bit. It's straight north of here, about 25 miles, straight up I-355.
Right. Yeah, Roger. That's where I was born as as a child. Can't say I remember it, but was born in Arlington Heights and lived in Rolling Meadows for a few years. And then my previous job, we spent training and some other activities down by the downtown post office at the Federal Building. Roger?
Oh, Roger, I know the area very well. The old post office is no longer a post office. It's been completely gutted and renovated into offices and condominiums, so it's changed a lot, I think, since you've probably been here.
Yeah, we were there, oh gosh, might have been maybe 2012 or 13, somewhere around that time frame. So yeah, I'm sure like anything else, it's all changed. Interesting, flying into Midway and taking the Orange Line into downtown, Roger.
Oh yeah, that whole area has changed. Not that I'd want to ride the Orange Line very much. It's not exactly the safest L line to ride anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, you know, there wasn't a lot of options from Midway. I would much rather go to O'Hare and take the Blue, but you know, sometimes the accommodations were made for you, so you got what you got, Roger.
Yeah, Roger, beggars can't be choosers. I know how that goes, Randy. I don't want to hold it. I know there were other people talking, wanting to talk to you, and I also know that you needed to get out of here, so I'll go ahead and sign with you here, but it's been a pleasure to talk to you. Nice to hear you, and good luck, and hope to work with you again here soon. Thanks for the fuel cells. K0RWB, this is A09JS.
No, I appreciate it, Gary. Again, thanks for taking the time, and nice to hear you from the Chicagoland area. Nice to see that it's working short and working long today, so that's why we kind of like to work 40. 7-3s, have a great what's left of the day. Have a wonderful weekend. Look forward to working again, and give us a shout there anytime. We'll pick it up where we left off. Alpha Alpha 9, Juliet Sierra, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. 7-3s.
7-3.
Okay, this is K0RWB. I have time for one more call. QRZ.
Kilowatt 9, Papa Radio Whiskey.
Kilowatt 9, radio question mark?
Kilowatt 9, Papa Radio Whiskey, Illinois.
Yeah, and as soon as you said that, there's a static crash. So I'll back up and I'll say Kilo 9 question mark.
Okay, QSL, that's Kilo 9, Papa Radio Whiskey. Name is Daryl here in Illinois.
Okay, Daryl, I apologize. I've had bad timing today, but we got it that time, no doubt. Kilo 9, Papa Radio Whiskey, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Returning, yeah, fine business. Hey, thanks for giving us a call there. I got the sequence at my house is 1 tap on the shoulder, that's any attention, 2 taps on the shoulder, you better start listening, and the third's a slap on the head, and we don't want to get that. So we've gotten the double tap, but we wanted to get one more call, and we're going to end it with you today, Daryl. So thanks for giving us a call. We do appreciate it. The QTH is about 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City. Roger.
Okay, QSL. Yeah, I just caught the last part of your conversation there with the previous guy, so I hopped on and I subscribed to your channel and typed in there in it to win it. So hopefully that'll work out in my favor. That's a good thing what you're doing there. So hopefully we can promote you and get you going and get them likes up. I know my kids, they got YouTube channels and they love it. So good thing what you're doing. Thanks for taking the time for one more call. Appreciate it.
No problem. No, pleasure's all mine. Yeah, and I saw you on the chat and responded back to you there. And the nice thing is the chat will save them. We won't see them today. We'll see them tomorrow. But I'm also writing down the calls. And you know, the whole premise behind it, believe it or not, was we always like to try to buy local. And we're very fortunate to have an amateur radio store in the metro area. I've done business with him for several years. I probably bought 4 or 5 radios from him, plus coax, antennas, everything else. And it's a mom and pop, and you know, you don't hear a lot of those. R&L is kind of, but then you've got the big box stores, and I have nothing against them, don't get me wrong. But you know, you get a little bit different service with the smaller organization. And we were over there today to pick up a few items, and we had a quick conversation. And I said, you know what, let's try this. And to kind of help promote amateur radio, to kind of help promote what he does as well. If the channel grows, hey, great. But the only way I thought to keep track was to have somebody subscribe and put in your call, and in it to win it. At least it helps identify who people are, and just have some fun with it. That's what we're trying to do, is have some fun with it. He's got a terrific online store as well, so it's not like you have to call and say, hey, what do you got? You can actually look at it online. He's got a great selection of used equipment as well, and so forth. And, it's just a matter of trying to promote the hobby and hope everybody wins from it there, Roger.
Yeah, Stuart, I couldn't agree anymore. I've got my own welding business, so local means a lot to me. So I appreciate what you're doing there. That's a good deal. So anyways, going to have to run on you. Thanks for taking the time again and doing what you're doing. So I'll give you 7-3, and I'll just be clear on your final this week.
I appreciate it, Daryl. Thank you again, and it means a lot for people to take the time and to say hello, and we do appreciate it. Hopefully we'll do it again real soon. Generally during the week, about 2 o'clock Central on 20 meters, and then what we decided to do here on Fridays is make a 40 meter Friday. So we'll start being here on 40 meters about the same time frame. So maybe we'll have a chance to work again. Again, I don't think you and I would probably talk on 20 or 17 or whatever, maybe 10 if the band is open. So this way we get a chance to work some stations we probably wouldn't hear otherwise. So that's kind of what we're doing it for. So 7-3s, and thank you again. Kilo 9, Papa Radio Whiskey, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, 7-3s. We're going to try one more that just checked in there, see if I can still pull them out of Oregon. Kilo Foxtrot 7, Hotel Mike Sierra. Paul, are you in there? K0RWB, back to you.